Hey Blue Merinos, look what we're gonna make today. I'm gonna show you how. We're gonna make a bow today that has all the fun colors of summer. We're talking red and white, and we're popping the black in this design because we've got a ladybug theme going. I think you're gonna love it. So let's make this bow together. Y'all, we're going to be using our Easy Bow Maker. If you don't have one of those yet, we'll give you a link for where you can grab one. This works so great to hold our bow for us in the center, so it works like an extra set of hands. Today we're working with 3 separate ribbons, two 2.5-inch ribbons, and then a 1.5 that we'll be using in there. This is for a ladybug wreath that we're making for the summertime, so you get a lot of the really hot colors of the red and the black together. It'll just pop right off your door. I'm going to start with the check in the back. And this is a 2.5-inch wide ribbon. The neat thing is it's reversible with black, which is so cool. Reversible ribbon, if you've never played with it, it's always a little bit more expensive, of course, because it's got 2 layers of ribbon there. It's reversible. But the neat thing with it is it adds such depth to your designs, and it creates this layers and interest when ribbon's curling around and moving. It elevates your look like to the next level, and if you are a seller, it helps demand a higher cost on your work. So I'm always teaching that in design school, talking about how the reversible ribbon and how adding depth to your designs by using color here and texture, but it also can be done with actual depth in instead of color. It can be done with layers in your wreath too. I'm always teaching all of that in design school, so today is no different. When you see me working here with you today, I want to make sure you understand how important it is to create that depth. So I'm going to start off with a dovetail here, and we're going to go at a full 20 inches for this tail. So I use 20 inches for tails that I want to be very dramatic, and this was no difference. Right hand forward, left hand back to get that first twist going. Now I bring my right hand back, and I'm going to start to make my loops. We're going to do 2 loops out at 6.5. So I'm going to go nice and loopy. I'm going to keep this really full. I'm never straightening those out. Really full. 6.5. And we're going to twist, right hand forward, left hand back. We're going to do the same thing. I'm going to do 2 loops on each side. And then when I'm done making my loops, I love this ribbon because it's got just great body to it. It's very full. And then when I get done, I'll cut these to match, so both about 20. And then I'm doing what you call a dovetail. If you don't know what that is, it's just making like a little chevron cut where you take and you fold it, you cut up, and you get that little V out of the end of the ribbon. It gives you a little polished, finished look, okay? So that's done. Now I'm going to come in with my next layer. And for us, that's going to be the this one with the kind of checkerboard stripe. This is just a lush ribbon too. And this one's just solid red on the back when you reverse it, with a little check edge. Also a gorgeous ribbon. We'll just have one of these. So I'm going to do the same thing. We'll dovetail it. And because I like my tails to layer up, we're going to go out about 18 inches on this tail. So when you get ready to measure, it'll be about 2 inches shorter. Come to the center. Now I'm going to take and twist. Same hand motions. Put that in the center. And I'm going to go a little bit shorter at about 6 inches now. So 1/2 inch shorter. Left hand forward, right hand back on that side of the bow maker. Over here on the right. Now I'm done, so I'm just going to scrunch. See how pretty that is? This is a beautiful ribbon. I'm going to come and trim this off just straight across at the 18 inches. And then I'm folding it right here and cutting towards the tips. It turns out so cute. So when you're building on the Easy Bow Maker, the nice thing is I can actually see my bow starting to come alive. See my tails? See my loops? Yeah, you could do that. I know you can. Now we're going to bring our ladybug ribbon to the top layer. And that's going to give us more of a pop of white in there. I'm going to do the same thing. We'll dovetail here. And I'd like for this one to be about 16 inches, so just a little bit shorter. So you can see when they're layering up, they're just a little shorter as I stack them on top of each other. Now this one, you can decide if you do want to do 1 or 2 loops. I think I'll do 2. and I'm going at 5 inches. Okay, 5 on either side, right hand forward, left hand back. We'll just keep stacking it up. It works so well just to layer this puppy on up here. Okay, scrunch it. And now I'm going to take these and cut them to match and dovetail again. So basically we've built our whole bow. We got a nice little stack going. And you can see here how pretty she's looking. She's looking great. Now I want you to go ahead and take off this off the bow maker. So I'm going to use an 8-inch cable tie, and we'll run that right beside the dowels right here. You could also keep a wire under there if you want to use wire. I used to use wire all the time, but about 7 or 8 years ago, maybe longer now, I switched to cable ties when I started to really mass produce my wreaths to sell in our Etsy shop, and really started teaching a high volume of students. And when I needed to scale it, I went with the cable ties because they can get this center so nice and tight that it's harder to get with a wire. So I love that. It helps us get that nice pop out of the middle, which you're going to see in a second. So you see all my dimension, loving it. Now grab your longer cable tie to go in the back. The reason I prefer that longer one is it just helps me get into things easier. You know, putting it on a garland. This particular bow is going on a wreath kit, but the longer that cable tie is in the back, the more it'll help me be able to get into the grapevine when I put this on my wreath. And it doesn't matter what base you're using. Now you can see I have got my recipe is a 2, 1, 2, 2 loops, 1 loop, then 2. Now it's really important on this design, I want to really pop the center. So I'm going to get a little bit of this red and black, because I think I want to put a little of that racing stripe right down the middle. So you can always take a detail from a ribbon and turn it into your center. So I'm going to take and cut me, I like to say about 8, 10-inch strip. A little bit longer strip makes it easier to work with. Now I just set this down and I want to fold it to where I get that stripe going down the middle. So I'm going to bring it over and look at this. It's so cute in the center. I mean, it really polishes it off. Let me get this guy not. Stay tight, buddy. Right down the middle, okay? Now, once you get it layered there, you've got to put a couple knots in the back. That's why you don't want to get it too short, or you're just fighting to get these knots in. All right, and fold these forward. And make sure that's fun and loopy. See how cute it is? I love it. It turned out really, really cute. And this is going to make the best bow to go in this design we're doing. Because look at all the black. Look how cute it looks with our ladybugs. So, y'all, if you need the supply list for this exact bow, let us know in the comments. We'll get you that. What do you think? Can you make this bow? Let me know here in the comments. Are you excited about this racing stripe ribbon? And what other holidays could you use this one for, and this one? I bet you have some ideas. It's a good one to have in your stash. And you will have ribbon left over from the kit, so it's an excellent investment for your ribbon stash. Hey Blue Merinos, look what we're gonna make today. I'm gonna show you how. When you take these ribbons and you start to combine them, scratch that.